Okay, let's get into this. We're doing a deep dive today into something really quite charming.
hmm It's excerpts from The Great Rainboot Race of Rainbow Row by Imagination Station.
Right. And our goal here is basically to unpack the story, pull out some of the insights, and just enjoy the fun of it.
It paints such a vivid picture straight away. This town, Rainbow Row.
Yeah, super cheerful, all different colored houses. And it mentions sidewalks smelling like bubble gum.
I know. And springtime means one thing there. The Rainboot Race. It just drops you right into this, whimsical world.
It really does. That detail,
Mhm.
the bubblegum sidewalks, the bright houses, you get that this race is a big deal for them. Part of their identity almost.
Definitely. And the source describes the race itself. It's all about the kids wearing the silliest, splashiest boots you can imagine.
Like polka dots, glittery ones.
Frog face boots, even ones that squeak. It just sounds like pure fun.
That focus on silly and splashy right up front, it kind of signals what this is all about, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's setting you up for something maybe less about intense competition and more about, joy.
Okay, so we meet the racers. There's Piper Puddle Jumper Jones. She's the champ, the reigning one,
And she has these turbo twirling tornado boots. Sounds pretty serious.
compared to the challenger, right? This new kid, Marvin McMuffin.
And Marvin turns up wearing, get this, banana-shaped rain boots.
Banana-shaped. Okay.
And a cape apparently made of sandwich bags. It's quite the look.
So you've got this contrast. Piper, the champ, with her high-tech sounding boots.
And she immediately questions Marvin's choice, are those even waterproof?
Yeah, practical question.
But Marvin, the source says, just grins and hits back with no clue, but they're appealing.
Love it. That little bit tells you so much about them before they even start splashing. Piper thinking performance, Marvin thinking puns and fun.
Exactly. So the race kicks off, big splash, kids are bouncing, leaping.
Skating through puddles, it sounds like chaos, but good chaos.
Totally. And we get these little moments like Marvin zigzagging like a goose on roller skates.
Which apparently involves knocking over a mud pie stand.
Seems like it. Meanwhile, you've got Piper twirling through sprinklers, shouting about how splash-tastic it is. She's enjoying it, too, in her own way.
The source really gives you that energy, that joyful messiness of it all.
But then comes the twist.
Yes.
Yeah.
The turning point.
Marvin's left banana boot. It just flies off mid-race.
Oh, no. Wardrobe malfunction. Where does it go?
Lands right in a lemonade stand, according to the source. Spectacularly.
Okay, so race over for Marvin.
You'd think, but no, the story shows him just keeping going, hobbling.
He went belly sliding. That's dedication.
It is, but the really key moment the source makes clear is Piper's reaction. She reaches the finish line first.
But she looks back.
Yeah. She sees Marvin struggling without his boot, and she makes a choice.
She turns back. Doesn't just take the win.
Turns back, holds out her hand, and shouts, "Come on, banana boot, let's cross together."
Wow. Okay, that changes everything.
And they do. They splash across the finish line together, a tie.
Soaked, muddy.
And grinning, the source says. Just absolutely beaming.
And that moment, it seems, redefined the whole race for Rainbow Row from then on.
That's right. It wasn't just about being fastest anymore. The source explicitly says it became about having the most fun and helping friends finish strong.
The shared struggle, the messy finish,
Yeah.
became the real victory.
So if we pull up the lessons, the source highlights, number one is pretty clear.
Good sportsmanship, Piper's move, more important than just winning.
Mm-hmm. And also, that being silly, embracing the fun, banana boots and all, that's what makes lasting memories. More than a trophy, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. The source also points out how helping someone else, like Piper helping Marvin,
It took what could have been a really tough, maybe embarrassing moment for him.
and turned it into something the source calls a magical moment.
So connecting it all back, the story uses this simple, kind of silly race to show that things like teamwork, kindness, they aren't just nice ideas.
He can actually change what winning looks like.
Exactly. The best victory here wasn't Piper crossing alone. It was sharing that finish line. Mud, missing boot, everything.
It really does flip the script on traditional competition, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The prize became the shared experience, not just being first.
Yeah, it did.
So maybe something for you, the listener, to think about. If this source suggests the real win is sometimes shared, maybe a bit messy, focused on helping others, how does that sit with how we usually measure success?
Right. Is coming in first always the most valuable outcome? Or could there be, a different, maybe even more joyful way to think about victory based on something like this?
A splashy thought to leave you with indeed.